Welcome back, Team Starlight. We have the finals of EDI-SZN Week 9, with Clayton on the left playing Twilight, Lightsworn, and Tam on the right playing Blackwings. What's up, George?
What's up? We've got an exciting matchup with Blackwings against Lightsworn. We've got an upstart Goblin, a Bora, and a set to pass it back. We're getting dust shooted, and I think I see 6 monsters, so he's got some work to do. I actually hate when I dust shoot people and stuff like this happens because I have to spend so long figuring out what to put back. But I think the Card Trooper, pretty obvious choice. Can immediately use it. If he's got bottomless set, that Card Trooper would be very problematic.
Yeah, none of these other monsters can get over the Bora either, except Gale.
Yep, so he's going to have to burn his Gale. It looks like he has Kalut as well. So the attack of the Boras have, they're trying to figure out damage. So either way, even the Card Trooper would have gotten colluded anyways, but I think it was smart for him to put it back anyways because then you don't get the draw off the Trooper. So now he knows he doesn't have Gores. He's going to hit for 17. Doesn't, or
850.
actually it's halved. Yeah, it's halved, right? But looks like he doesn't have any more pressure. Otherwise, I'd imagine he'd be summoning Blackwings. We see a Sirocco in hand, D-Prison drawn. And we'll see if he wants to commit anything. I definitely think it's not worth committing any back row, knowing that there's Lila. And I think that Gores just got drawn.
Yeah, that really is going to put him back in the game. And he drew a Mirror Force, so now he has some defense.
Got a Lila. It was bottomless. So that's going to trade. Thinking about Kalut, possibly. Not really sure what the life point situation is.
Looks like 8,000 to 6,350.
So we're going to poke in for some damage and pass it back. MST the back row. Really good hit with the Mirror Force. And I remember seeing Sirocco. We'll see if he has... Oh, I do see a Bora. So it looks like this Gores is going to get outed. He's going to pump the Sirocco, attack the Gores. So pretty back and forth with the trades.
Yeah, and he has the D-Prison for defense.
Yep. And we've got Aaron. He's got Chaos Sorcerer. And you can kind of play this off as I want to mill cards, but I think his main goal in doing this is he wants to get this Aaron in the graveyard to go for a Chaos Sorcerer play next turn. Either way, he mills a couple of Lightsworn names, so that Chaos Sorcerer is probably going to drop next turn regardless. But we've got I'm imagining just a regular attack over, Pierce, and then probably trying to kill this Aaron as well.
Yeah, he has Pot of Avarice in hand, so he might be in an awkward position where he has to choose if he wants to Avarice or activate or summon the Sork.
It looks like that's the exact situation. He has 6 monsters in grave. He is going to go for the Sork play, which I think is probably more reasonable. You just need to be able to start getting rid of these monsters, banishing the Sirocco, and just saying you need to have another Blackwing to be able to out this Sorcerer. Got Upstart. See if he draws into anything useful. Counting his Darks in grave or potentially Blizzard. I think it seems like a Blizzard play because I think he's reading if he can steal that Chaos Sorcerer off Goyo. So.
Oh no, yeah. Blizzard, one of the best top decks.
Yep, so he's going to be able to make Goyo take this Chaos Sorcerer, and then at this point, I mean, we saw Honest in hand, but this is going to be really tough to come back from. Reincarnation, I don't think that's really going to get anything super useful. Potentially you get back the Gores to just keep yourself from dying, but he's going to opt to summon Arcus and then swing over the Sorcerer with the Arcus.
Yeah, he just wants to get the Pot of Avarice live again.
Are you allowed to Avarice under Arcus?
He actually goes for Monster Reincarnation and gets the Chaos Sorc. But you're right, I don't think he could have.
Yeah, because you have to target the Lightsworns, surely.
Right.
So he's just going to, I mean, I think this play is actually awesome to just be able to take back the Sorcerer, banish the Goyo. We'll see if he can do anything about it. And Icarus attack, just popping everything, getting the Sorcerer off the field. Pretty reasonable play. Got Sirocco to deal with the Arcus. So maybe he already had that and he figured he could afford to Icarus his own card.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one before. Icarus your own Goyo.
Yep. That feels brutal, but he's in the driver's seat right now. Only one card in hand, and it looks like it's Lumina, so a card that needs another card in hand to be useful. And I think he's deciding if he's going to risk it and use this Lumina.
He's just trying to mill the Necro.
Trying to mill, or maybe a Wolf if he's playing it. And we've got Brain Control for game. Classic ending. So we'll go into the next game, game 2. Yep, I see Lila. I see a Wolf, so he is on the Wolf. He was probably just trying to mill one for the Sirocco last game.
He has Gores in hand again, so no back row for defense, but Gores is a very strong card to have.
And he has Honest as well. So this Lila, it's going to be really hard to out on the Blackwing player's first turn. But we've got a big think, so it seems like he might have an out. He's going to Sirocco attack. Obviously, that's going to get hit with the Honest. So this Lila is going to stay, and now he's in an awkward scenario because he can't really set back row. So he'll just pass. Makes sense. Going to poke for 17. Feel pretty safe doing that because he has the Celestia, so if he does drop Gores, that would be super favorable. He's going to Monster Reincarnation the Wolf and just get this Honest in hand and say, you're never going to out this Lila. It's just going to keep milling. So it's pretty good spot right now. He has Lila for back row removal. He just set a Raikou to potentially hit a monster. And we do see a bunch of back row in hand, but we've got Whirlwind coming down. Ooh. Sure.
That's not good.
What are you getting here?
Let's see, he looks like he has Bora in hand, and there's another monster. I don't know, maybe Gale, or I guess Blizzard for the follow-up in case. But he goes for Gale.
Gale, maybe making Armor Master would be useful. He's going to have the Lila because Armor Master can't be destroyed by battle. Interesting call to attack the Lila knowing that the Honest was in hand, but I think he feels pretty safe. He's just setting his back row now, saying that you have to deal with this Whirlwind. But he's actually just going to Icarus, what I'm assuming is in standby phase.
Yeah, he flipped that pretty quick. But Clayton has Gold Sark. Might be a little bit slow. He's really low on health. But Tam only has 2 cards in hand. So depending what those are, he might be able to stall for the 2 turns. Is he doing a think here?
Dropping the Blizzard. He's going to get a Vayu Search and getting back Shura. Pretty good play.
What do? Do you just Blizzard? Do you go into Brio and then just bounce your own card?
I do see a Kalute in hand, so there is some merit to just keeping these up. If we feel like we need to have the bodies on board, and then that way you get the Shura with Kalute next turn. He's got Bora though, so I think he has a lot of options. Yeah, he's just gonna poke with both.
Oh, but he has Gore still.
Right, so he's gonna drop the Gores down, and at this point, you've got to go into something.
I totally mixed up their life points. I thought Clayton was at 3750.
I mean, understandable. We're getting a Synchro Summon into possibly Goyo, just saying that the Gores won't be able to run over it. I think that's a reasonable play. We got one card in hand. JD's coming next turn. So we've got to step on the gas and kill before that's live. We've got Gores. I think he's just going to try to attack over this Bora. And he's just going to let it happen. Is that a back row pass? And I just saw a Blizzard
Another
get flashed to the
Blizzard.
camera, so I think that might be coming down.
Like I
But-
said, Blizzard, best top deck.
Yeah, pretty tough situation depending on what this back row is. If it's like something like a torrential, that could be pretty scary.
I'm pretty sure it's a bluff. I think I saw him set a spell, but yeah, we're about to find out.
Drop that Blizzard. You know you want to. There we go. We've got the Whirlwind. So it's a dust
Oh,
tornado.
it's a dust.
So I honestly think. I mean, does he have another back row set? I think it's worth hitting the other back row just because you're only getting value off of the Whirlwind, and you've got JD coming. I don't know how many Lightsworn names he has. It actually looks like his graveyard's pretty small. So maybe it is the right play to just not let him get the value search. But either way, this is not looking very favorable.
Yeah, and maybe you just hold it just to bluff. Maybe he doesn't attack with Goyo, but
yeah, we've just got Stardust in main 2, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 names, I believe. So making the Stardust Dragon and then just saying, yeah, bottomless to out it. So yeah, I think it might have been worth just going Dust Tornado on the other set card, and you can just say, hey, in the next turn, I'm going to summon this JD and just blow up the Whirlwind anyways. So pretty unfortunate that the misplay ended up, outing this JD, but we've got Avarice to maybe potentially draw into a second one, which would be really, really good. And I see Monster Reincarnation. Very unfortunate since the JD got banished. We'll see if he can do anything. What are you doing in this?
He's at 49. He can afford another turn, and he milled Gardna.
I think that's probably what he was praying for, is just, I need to mill something like Gardna to keep me alive. Got a lot of cards in hand for Blackwing player. I think he has 3 with 2 monsters on board, so he's up a couple cards. This Stardust is going to be able to run over something. He's going to normal summon the Vayu. Attack over the Lila. Attack over the token. Thinking about Necro Garden on this, but tough situation. He's going to use it. Really unfortunate that this token was not another Lightsworn card. But I guess the Celestia honestly isn't doing too much anyways with Stardust on board, so really tough. What do you grab here?
Yeah, no honest either, because the token's a light. He could have used it.
Yeah. Just gonna go Lila. I believe he's just going to attack this Vayu and maybe not. So playing around Kalut, just milling 3. I'm not sure what you want to mill. Oh, there's that card again.
Break control again.
There it is. And this should
That's
surely
just-
be game. So we're going to see attack with Lila and the attack with Vayu
Goes
with
with
Kalut.
Kalut.
And that's
That's
going to be
GG's.
it.
GG's Clayton. Here are the standings for EDI-SZN Week 9. Clayton and Tam's first and second place bumped them up to top 8.